Live from historic Fenway Park in Boston, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. Almost ready to get underway. Our starter in this one, Josh Rodriguez. And Singy, as you know, he took home the AL Cy Young Award last year.
Believe it, a Cy Young candidate in the American League, having a great season so far, but he knows he's got more work to do. I've heard his name floating out there as a candidate, but I think he's just going to focus on this one today and try to get a win for his team.
Patrick Inman now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Hey, take a cut now. Get your cut.
The pitch. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
To third, Devers. Tosses to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Batting second, the right fielder, Akil.
And next for Toronto, Akil Baddoo. Chris, has been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. And he chases a high fastball there. Rodriguez, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a slider, and occasionally uses a forkball. Bounce to the right. To first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first.
Batting third, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a foul ball. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. The 0-1. Just missed.
Well, this is a big-time matchup right now, and stop what you're doing, folks. Watch this, because you have 2 of the game's best going, a Cy Young candidate and an MVP candidate. Look out.
And it is 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2. Swing and a pop-up. Devers under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. You're watching Red Sox baseball on the show. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Josh Rodriguez. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. That misses, and that's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Kirilloff, the base runner at first with 1 out. Line drive, base hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second now 1 out.
Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
So first and second with 1 gone. Here's Rafael Devers. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Line drive, base hit. Doesn't stop, heads for home. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
1 down. Nolan Gorman up next for the Red Sox.
How many times have we seen an early at-bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call. He probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Runners on first and third, 2 away here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Good job at damage control right there. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. On to the second from Fenway Park. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Jays nothing. All set for the start of the inning, and now it's Dalton Varsho. He set a new career high in home runs this year, and Siggy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. Varsho bats left, throws right, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a former Gold Glover in the American League. Swing and a ball popped up. Williams gets under it, puts it away for the out, and there's 1 down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. 1 for 4 in Sunday's game. In the air, right field. Green on the run. Makes the grab on the run. And a couple of quick outs.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And now for the Jays, Robert Hassel III. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. That clips the corner.
You know, he's been a tough out for a good stretch now. Pitchers just haven't been able to figure him out. He's been doing a really good job of getting on base as well.
The Jays trailing by a run here at the top of the second. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
And here it comes. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back now at Fenway. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. The pitch. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, these Blue Jays definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Devers hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it, just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And the batter now, Aiden Miller.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swings here and blasts one left field. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Oscar Colas at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Next offering is fouled back. That's a little bit low.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped up. Williams under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They still trail 1-0.
bat, the
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That one hit to right. He makes the grab. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman.
On to the 4th. Now here is Patrick Inman.
Leading off for the Blue Jays, the shortstop, Patrick
And a pitch.
Inman.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. High fly ball out into left center field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
And the batter now, Akil Baddoo. Rolled out to second in his first at bat.
Hey, need you right here. One time.
And that one is in for a strike. Anything in particular stand out to you as far as moments at Fenway Park?
Wow, you know, it's unfortunate because I remember as an Oakland A's player, we were up in the series against the Red Sox, 2-0. All we needed to do was close out a Saturday night ball game. We went extra innings. The Red Sox won that ball game. And then Sunday, they pushed the series by winning Game 4 back to Oakland for Game 5. And unfortunately, they won Game 5 as well. Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one's in there, 0-1. That was 2003, and the Red Sox would eventually get their hearts broken by Aaron Boone, but end the curse a year later. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Right-hander kicks, deals. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They trail it here 2-0.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
That one is absolutely belted. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. As 2 runs score in the play.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Miller should have this one. And there's 2 down.
Oh, it's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
Here's Nolan Gorman. Kirilloff on third. Rodriguez on at second with 2 down. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. So 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We're headed to the 5th. The Red Sox 4 and the Jays nothing. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Dalton Varsho.
Rodriguez back to work. That one fouled off. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Next offering is fouled back.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
The punch out there looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
No, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Bo Naylor next up for the Blue Jays. Flied to right his first time. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
He was all over that one. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And here is Robert Hassel III. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Berdansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. Geloff now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Two outs. That one a little bit high, and a count 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. One left for Toronto. They trail it here 4-0. Back here in Boston. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Down the third baseman, Aiden Miller. The Y to kick the pitch. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. And a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Hey, get your pitch, drive it.
And the righty deals. That to right. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The batter, number 34, designated hitter, Oscar Colas.
Oscar Colas next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1 so far. Swings through that one for strike one.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And a big swing and a miss.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. Now let's see if they can string something together. Make it a little more interesting.
Inman in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Hey, have a rip like you can. Here we
And
go.
the right-hander deals. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 0-2.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Kicks and deals. Grounded to third, could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1, and that's 2.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
So 2 down now, and here is Akil Baddoo. And that's in there at the knees. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And he deals. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Here comes a pitch. On the ground, right side. Whips it to Kirilloff. Out number 3. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. The Red Sox 4 and the Jays 0. So 2 down. Josh Rodriguez now at the plate.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
And a foul ball. Rortvedt at third with 2 away. Got him swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they're in front 4-0. And we're back here at Fenway Park, top of inning number 7. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And the pitch.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. The 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Varsho in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. The Red Sox leading by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. That one ripped. Back there. And out of here. He deposits that one into the monster seats. His 37th homer of the year. It's 4-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Base is empty, 1 away. Bo Naylor next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 2. just off the outside edge. Ball one.
Hey, let's go, kid. What time here?
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
So up next, Robert Hassel III. And that one is lifted in the air. Green pulls it in on the run.
Now back, second base.
Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. He's been a great free agent sign. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Righty delivers. Got it by him for the K. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time. The Red Sox 4 and the Blue Jays 1. Back here at Fenway, here's the third baseman, Aiden Miller. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
The wind of the pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. Got him. One up, one down. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Oscar Colas. Just missed. Into the outfield, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Now at the plate, Patrick Inman. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Here's a run scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
The 1-0. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Kicks and fires. And a foul ball. One, two now. And another ball. And that's outside. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Josh Rodriguez departs, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Now on the bump, Abner Uribe.
And a tall task ahead of him right here with 2 runners in scoring position and multiple outs to get. He's going to be pitching for strikeouts here, no question. This is why they turn to him to close out games. He's so reliable in these spots, and he just proved it for the 35th time this season. Nice job getting it done out of the pen.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 5 runs on 14 hits, no errors. They left 14 runners on base.
Now, Josh Rodriguez.
The designated hitter, Josh Rodriguez.
In the air, out towards left center. Corrals it, and that will end the inning. Scoreless after 1.
Now batting, the designated
What about the
hitter,
fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome. They're not waiting for something to happen. They can smell a big inning or anticipate a situation setting itself up.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings it across. Rodriguez out of the play.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Josh Rodriguez.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving. A walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
On the ground, right side. Fires over to Guerrero. And that is the inning. And the Red Sox leave 1. And it remains 1-0. So first and second with 2 outs. Now a chance for Josh Rodriguez. Swings through that one above the zone.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
So the tying run at second. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. He powers that one out of here. Home run number 50 on the year. It's 3-2. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Rodriguez really stood out in this win. Only one hit, a home run.
Well, Boot, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor for them.
Line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base.
One down, runner at first. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Hey, we got one here.
Hassel over at first with one away. Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1. And that's 2. So they make short work of him there. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. So stepping in for Boston, Josh Rodriguez. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He dives, but can't hang on. That's a base hit. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2.
Got to love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
The first baseman, number 23, Josh Rodriguez.
Popped up. Rodriguez out of the play, and that's the 3rd out. Boston strands a pair, but they still lead it 1-0.
Now batting.
Rodriguez goes 6'1", 185 pounds, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox pitch to pitch throughout the summer. Over to first, Rodriguez out of the play.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got it.
So the lineup flips over. Josh Rodriguez up next for the Red Sox.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. On the ground to the left, Inman. They get the force, and that is that. 1 left for the Red Sox. This game's all tied at 4. Bottom of the inning, digging in, Josh Rodriguez.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases.
Hammered down the line, could be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Throws to second, in there safely.
All over that one right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Riley Green. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Move to second, and he's back in easily.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Man at second. Runner takes off. Ground ball, left side. Jump throw. And he's safe at first.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Here's Juan Soto.
The designated hitter, Juan Soto.
Right-handed reliever. This one in the air, center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's 7-4.
Picks himself up an RBI. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way. This was pure domination at home. Huge sweep. And now you go on the road. The flight's going to be very enjoyable. Get into the next city, get a nice meal, get settled in at the hotel, but come back ready to play in the next game. See if you can continue this momentum.